What do you think about author beef?
I really don't think it's no author beef. Honestly, I think that we writing books and it's competitive, and a lot of times people just speak out. The way they feel about they material and their content. Like you think Treasure Blue don't want to win Best Male Author? You think Quan don't want to win? You think Wahida don't want to win Best Female? You think T Styles don't want to win? I don't think it's no author beef. I just think that it's a competitive spirit, and a lot of times, since social media is right there, it's able for other people to look in and see how people are chanting. What they feel about they brand or whatever, and it seems the perception be beef. Like it ain't no real beef. We writing books.
I heard you say that the readership has been dumbed down. Please explain.
I just feel like a lot of the material that's coming to the market ain't really representing the genre. Like the material that really broke down the doors for the genre was real serious writing. It had substance to it. It was giving hardcore description to real things that was going on. And the titles that came back and brought the genre back alive had that same type of feel to them. But now it's like a lot of people are just mixing and matching, stories, and you got sci-fi mixed in with street lit and all that. Like it's disturbing the genre, and it's just not. I don't just see a lot of good material out there that's representing the genre.
Over the last couple of years, what's the biggest change you've seen in urban street lit?
Um, the stories, people not putting out good stories that's representing the genre. Just a lot of the titles sounding like the last title. It's a lot of subpar work with fancy covers and a weak story right behind it.
What makes you different as an author, and what makes your work signature?
As an author, the fact that I do have like the basic fundamentals of writing, like I got that down packed, so I know and understand how to tell a story and how to put it together by using the elements of writing, and not just speaking to one audience. Like I put it together so that it could be presented to any audience. And what makes it signature is my presentation, the way that the words I use, my word usage, how I present the situation and the circumstances, and the way I describe them, the way I put the events into play, with my plot. Like nobody does it like me. It's just me. It's always me. It's always signature.
Is street lit the only genre you write in?
Nah, I'm a writer. I write everywhere. Like it's so many things going on in life that I have no choice but to be expressive in my writing with all the thoughts and all the things that come to my mind. I write everywhere, every genre, and that helps me, as far as being a writer, because it strengthens my writing. Because I have to be over here trying to figure out, you know, how these people live, or how this situation will play out if people were living like this, as opposed to always sticking to the same theme and just running things like railroad cars.
What do you mean by learn the craft?
I mean, like, study the art of writing. Like, even me too. Like, I'm not exempt. Like, I'm still growing. Like, study the art of writing so that way when you put it out, it'll always be you, and it'll be meaningful. It won't just be this is just another urban fiction title, or this is just another story that was out there. You want it to last throughout time and be meaningful and have some type of significant meaning, and not just be placed in a genre of books that's gonna sit on the shelf that no one cares about no more.
What do you mean by when you say everyone has a story to tell, but not everyone can write the story?
I mean, if you ain't everybody probably has an interest in life, but just because you live in life, that doesn't mean you a writer. Like being a writer is something different. Like you got to go out and hire somebody, like the TD Jakes and these other celebrities do. Like go out and get somebody. Like their life may be interesting, but they know they not writers, so they know they need to hire somebody that's polished and professional, so it won't taint their image. You know what I mean? The image that they do have, the story that they are telling. Because if they try to tell it as a writer, like people gonna be like, all right, this guy's story was interesting, but he's no writer. Now they looking at that. So to keep the focus, deal with a professional. Get somebody professional that does it. That's proven.
How has ebooks affected publishing?
I mean, it depends who you ask. Like, if you ask somebody that mostly deal with ebooks, they gonna tell you it's great. They love it. It's fine. If you deal with somebody that's out there still trying to deal with distributors, with paperbacks, and trying to deal with bookstores, they gonna tell you that it's affected the market. It's affected their bottom line. The dollar ain't evening out no more because of the pricing or whatever have you. It depends who you ask.